Alright. Hello, world, and welcome to Patreon number 4. Thank you all for joining me today, and let's jump right into it. Before I do, uh, just as a small disclosure, what I'm about to talk about does require a little bit of a technique, and I don't want to accept responsibility for anyone hurting themselves. But if you would like to have a discussion, I would be more than happy to help, and there will be some links in the description below. Alright, so let's see where we are. We were speaking about almost went to next week episode there. So we'll be talking about the let's see, what was the last episode? That's right, we did the taxes, and yeah, so after you do your taxes, it's going to be very important for you to get a website, because a website is like getting dressed to go outside. So the way I look at it is there's two ways to get dressed to go outside. You can dress casual, but typically when you're going to a business or a seminar or some kind of a function or event, it's kind of appropriate to dress accordingly. And that's what brings us to the website. So everyone's website is going to be a little bit different. This right here is my website. It's a little bit simple, but it took me a little bit of time to get set up. And the reason why you want to get a website is some of the things I've already gone over require, well, it doesn't require, but they will ask if you have a website. But the next stage, the next episode next week, is highly recommended that you have a website, because like I was saying earlier, it's almost like showing up to a party and being dressed inappropriately. So it's always a good idea to be kind of business, be in some kind of a business attire where it's like business casual, or just anything that's a little bit more appropriate to the event. So the website is handy to show that you are not just a random person trying to start a business and there's nowhere for your customers to land and see what you have to offer. So this website actually doubles. It has more than one purpose. So on the home page, this is the home page, there is a donate page which shows up on the home page, and there's a merch store. So whenever I give out my website, anyone is able to see that, yes, I am involved in a couple of things, and these are the things that I'm involved with. And this is the hub or the home of where most of my business takes place. So the good thing about this website that I'm using, you can use whatever website you like. I have a customer that I recommended that they use Square Up, and that was really good for them because they were a single member LLC, and Square kind of encapsulates everything that they needed all in one store. The way my business is set up is a bit different because each business is different, and mine is kind of spread out to multiple different sites because my intention is to pay zero in additional costs. So this website is free. It is free to be on Square, but Square has a few hidden charges, and there is, a hidden charge here, but it is explained to you, and it is not half as much as what it is required to operate on Square. So in the top left corner, I am able to upload a logo of my company, display my name, and some of the websites that is actually linkable is able to display up top. I know it says that I'm on Twitch, and it's like the first one right there, but I messed up. That's why I'm saying that it's very important that you get with a consultant or someone that can help you get this all set up correctly. Because my first attempt at setting up Twitch, I made an error, and now, by my best estimate, it's going to take me 6 months to get back correct. If you were to click on the link, it's going to look like mine, but it's not mine because I messed up. That's on me. So this page is multifunctional because if I were to be streaming, I can tell this gray box to pull the stream from whichever platform I have linked to that gray box. So right now it's linked to YouTube, so whenever I do a broadcast, it will show up live on my website. I would demonstrate, but this video is not live because this is a special segment for Patreon, because my intentions is to have a separate platform to stream my experience and share all the knowledge that I can with the world. And then I wanted to have a separate place to be able to help people who have raised their hands to say, yes, you know, I'm in need of a little bit of assistance. So on the right side is a donate where you're able to put in a certain amount, or maybe you can put it at a monthly tip, and you're able to write a message right in this section here, and it will show up at the bottom the transactions for either the month, the week, or all time, depending on what settings you have. All right, so a little bit of the behind the scenes of how this website works. This website is called streamlabs.com. It is free to use. I would say that anyone is able to use the website. But, oh, here we go. See, it is actually showing my last video. So it does work. But it's free, and there is a upgraded version which will allow you to have more features. But I am actually able to use the a editing software that is provided, and this is not sponsored by Streamlabs, but it will allow you to do all different sorts of things. You can stream your video games, you can stream from maybe your phone or your iPad or whatever device you are streaming or taking in the video footage from. It'll also let you edit podcasts. It'll let you create clips, so for short form videos, and it actually has an editing suite which will let you edit your videos and push them straight to YouTube. These are some of the features that they have available, but I want to bring your attention to these links here on the left side, because there's a lot of options here. So on YouTube and other platforms, you're able to get a AI to kind of have a little conversation or start a conversation with people, or do a time broadcast. Maybe like you have something written and you would like it to say it at a certain time. This will allow you to have an AI that you can integrate with other platforms. There is also the ability to set up your tips, which goes through PayPal. And then down here is where you're able to customize your website. You're able to put in your links. These are your pages, which everyone is able to see. Customize your website, name your home. So, and it'll also show you what your search would look like. So, my search would come up as 4K game streaming slash Streamlabs if you were to try and find me via maybe a search engine like Google or something like that. There is also multi-streaming, so you can stream to multiple platforms that is supported at the same time. I don't currently do that because the content that I create is typically only shown on the platform that I'm creating it on. And I'm going to try and stay in here. So down here, you're able to, I'm controlling this with my eyes, so I kind of miss sometimes. But down here, you're able to jump in and you have this full store that you're able to customize products and sell them to your customers. This is really nifty because you could just come to the create a new item, customize the item, put your logo on it. Maybe you switch out your logo, you put a different like wording or something that you would want presented on your materials, and they will actually let you create the design, and other people are able to jump in to your website and see the merch. They will purchase the merch, and then the merch will be shipped off after the logo is placed on the item that you chose. It'll follow the format of what's displayed on your website. And the cost, let's see if I can, no, I'm not going to be able to do that right now. But yeah, basically I was trying to enlarge the website to, there we go. I just have to choose somewhere where there isn't an image. So you're able to see what the cost of the product is and what your profit will be after they have taken their cut for making the product for you. So in short, it is extremely important that you have a website, because the next stage that I'll be talking about, it comes in very handy, because when you try to do, well, next week I'll be talking about financing and how to get money inside your business. And it becomes a little bit difficult trying to convince people to lend you money if you're not following all the at least bare minimum basics of operating a business. So it's very important that you have a website, even if it's not this one or you're using Square or whatever it is. It's very important to have one, so that way your content and your brand and what you represent is able to be portrayed online, and you can have a landing page for your customers to see what you're doing. Again, there is a little bit of a technique, and believe me, I spent hours trying to make sure that it flows the way that best suits me, and you might be able to figure it out, or maybe you've already done it. But if you need any help, there will be links in the description below. And I am trying to keep my videos at 10 minutes, but I'm already at 14, so my bad. But if you've made it to the end of this video, just do me a favor. YouTube is telling me that I am actually growing as a content creator, and I need to be able to do all of the things. And one of the things they would like me to do is encourage more interactions on the platform. And so if you could do me a huge favor, and in the comment section, if you could just put business professional, because this episode is all about being business professional, looking business professional. And then next week we'll be going over what I have done in my business to set myself up for maximum success with receiving additional help or financing. I'm gonna take a look at my beautiful scenery here. This is one of my most favorite sceneries in the world, but it's really nice because I like to remind everyone at the end of the episode to go outside, touch the ground, look at the sky, and stay hydrated. Because there's a lot of people who do not have the opportunity to do so, and I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to do so. So, thank you all for joining me today, and I'll see you next week when the video is done because they go up private and then I make them public. But thank you all for joining, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Oh, and we're going to have a moment of silence for all the people who can't go outside. All right. See you soon.